Spankers. Okay, Spankers, welcome back to my Chanel. This is day 3 of riding the Katy Trail. You can find my other 2 videos for day 1 and day 2 out there on YouTube. Just search Professional Dad, Katy Trail, I don't know, something like that. One day I'll learn how to put links up in there somewhere. But for now, just search it. This is day 3, a very special video because it was the last day of my Katy Trail ride from McKittrick to Mockins, and we're going to drop in on that momentarily. But first, I know many people are asking me about merch, and I'm just getting several dozen requests coming in by the truckloads, and I'm happy to say there is merch available. Check this out. Well, when I say merch is available, this one shirt is the only piece of merch I have. I got to thank my friends Sandra and Tyler for creating this merch for me. You got to be a true fan of the channel to get the reference. Anyways, look for more merch to come. I'll likely charge exorbitant prices for it so I can fund my extravagant lifestyle. Today, though, let's jump into Katy Trail Day 3. Here we go. Coming out of McKittrick. McKittrick is the stop close to Herman. Yep, there you go, coming out of McKittrick. My wife just met me in McKittrick. Saved me a couple miles. Could have done better at the audio, probably, if I knew how to do the audio better, but I don't. So you're stuck with what you got there. It's like there's too much road noise. So when you're riding the Katy Trail and you're trying to make a video, you have all this footage and you don't want to leave any of it out. But then you're left with like a 4-hour video or something, and I'm not sure how many of you would watch that. I'm not sure how many of you are going to finish this one. But you got to make a lot of decisions about which scenery you're going to leave out. I ended up putting a lot of the bridges in there. Someone should make a video, the bridges of the Katy Trail. Yeah, that house on the hill. Cool house. I had to circle back around and get a shot of that. But you find yourself doing a lot of times. The camera's off and you pass something and you say, oh wait, I might want to record that. So here is a sign. I saw a couple, 3 of these. The barge drivers use those. And MR340 participants use those. It helps them know where the channel is. And I am obligated to mention that I did finish the MR340. That is a paddling race from Kansas City to St. Charles, via the Missouri River, I should say. So this will be somewhat of a theme. I'll probably mention this a little bit more, but this eastern side, going from McKittrick and on into St. Charles, and well, really on into St. Charles, I saw several people this day. It was a Sunday. The weather was nice. And I saw several riders. And on my side of the state, on the Clinton side, I rarely see anybody out there. Maybe 1 or 2. Oh, hey, I'm cutting in on this video because I know based on my stats that this is where most of you bail. Don't bail on this video. Watch to the very end and I'll show you the true reason, the very true reason to ride the Katy Trail. You'll want to see this. Yeah, I found some real lunch at the ball game here in Marthasville.
Let's see what we got here.
That chicken was good.
Pitcher's got the sign. There's the windup. We've got a grounder to the shortstop. Fields it cleanly. There's the throw. Got him at
All
first.
right, some real baseball with real fans in the stands. I think I showed you this shot because these two guys here, they had matching kits on. They passed me like I wasn't moving. I was doing around 14 miles an hour, and those guys just blew by me. First vehicle I've ever seen on the Katy Trail. Apparently, because he works for the Park Service, he thinks he can just drive down the middle of the Katy Trail. I'd like to try a recumbent bike someday.
I like that shot.
Yeah. Someone ought to paint those skies.
Got 4 inches of water out of my weed bag.
You hear what she said?
My weed said, got 4 inches of water out of my weed bag.
So I stopped here to relieve myself, thinking I was out in the middle of nowhere, and all these cyclists come by, and I did not realize I was like a quarter mile from, I think, the Augusta depot. Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, I can't ride anymore. I've got to stop. And so I stopped, and then lo and behold, Augusta was right around the corner. And it is a popular depot. Yeah, look, several people on this side of the state ride the Katy Trail. I'm going to make a video of just like a half hour of this road noise. Seems like it put you to sleep pretty good. Then you got these jabronis. That dude needs to raise his seat, in my opinion. So I rode this on a bike I bought at Target, a Schwinn I bought at Target like 10, 12 years ago for $200. I did not wear cycling shoes. And another of my goal on this ride was to spend $0 on equipment or supplies, anything. Well, so I had to buy water and, of course, some power bars and that sort of thing. But otherwise, I just used what I had on hand. Klondike, really beautiful park, but I've seen a very narrow strip of it. But it looks really nice. I'd like to visit there again. Here in a minute, I'll tell you about how I stopped in Klondike during the MR340. Yeah, let's try to ignore. Yeah, here we are, Klondike.
Here we are, Klondike. I spent a few hours, 2 or 3 hours here in a camper. During the MR340.
Yeah, so there's the river. Someday maybe I'll tell you about the harrowing adventure we had coming into Klondike in the middle of a rainstorm with a barge bearing down on us. We'll save that video for another day. Wide load here. Get on over, on your left, come on. Weldon Springs. I don't know if you could hear it, but my derailleur was knocking, and I tried to adjust, and I could not get that knock out of there for most of the day. I don't know what freeway that is. If you know, leave a comment below. Ah, man. Sorry you had to look up my nose there for a second. As you get closer to the east, St. Charles, you come into suburbia. Yeah, some more freeway. Okay, so my GoPro batteries crapped out on me, and I had to switch over to my knockoff, so no more background noise. My knockoff, like on day one, was not recording sound. I blamed the camera. There's some arena, family arena, something like that. Look at that bike car. Wouldn't you like to ride one of those? Would you rather ride that or a Recumbent? Let me know below. Look at that house there. Needs some TLC. But convenient access to the trail, huh? So here's the park in St. Charles. Yeah, my shot of the Lewis and Clark statue didn't give it justice. It's pretty large. Yeah, the St. Charles Depot and the park that you go through. Pretty nice looking park. I did not stop, however. I don't claim to be on quite the same level as Hitchcock, but I do try to get myself in all of my videos. Another freeway. If you know what that one is, let me know. The only freeway I could really identify was I-70. There near Columbia. So there's a cricket field or pitch or whatever they call that. They were playing cricket down there. So I'm going to speed things up a little bit. So the trail here, as you see, leaves like that raised bed where probably the original railway ran, and then goes down on into this section here. And I'm not sure why it does that, but it's interesting because in this little section here you get some like actual curves and some dips and some ups and downs and that sort of thing. So it's a different kind of section of the trail that is unique to itself. You won't find this anywhere else on the Katy Trail. So enjoy it. You have to go east of Mockins east of St. Charles on into, like you're going into Mockins or Black Walnut. Plus there's something very interesting down here that I'll show you in just a second. So I've talked to a lot of people who've said they've ridden the Katy Trail, but they've ridden from St. Charles to Clinton or vice versa. They haven't actually gone all the way through to Mockins. And I don't think they can say they rode the Katy Trail. They rode a part of the Katy Trail. What do you think? So coming through this section, something catches my eye up here in just a second, and I'll show you what it is. Oh, there we go. Let's see. What do we got? Let's backtrack. Here's one of those backtracking things. You got to get a shot. And look at that. The low point of the Katy Trail, 436 feet, so it says. So from the lofty height of 955 feet there, east of Windsor, to the low point there. So this is Black Walnut. I think this second to last depot. My advice is if you're going to ride all the way through to Mockins and someone's going to pick you up, have them meet you at Black Walnut. You'll ride into Mockins, turn around and ride back to Black Walnut. Bridge was out here, or the trail was out, something. I thought this part was interesting because anywhere else along the trail where there was a bridge out, there was fencing stretched across and it said closed, trail closed. But you get close to Mockins here and it's just like nothing. No sign, no nothing. And that may portend something for what we'll find at Mockins. We'll have to see here in just a second. But made my way across that muddy field and cracked my shin on my pedal like you do. I'll just let this play out.
Holy smokes. Do I even need to say anything? The Mockins trailhead. It is underwhelming. Holy smokes. Mockins trailhead is in the middle of nowhere. Huh. It's like nobody comes here. What is this? Holy smokes. It's like The Walking Dead over here. Hilarious. Oh my goodness, we made it. I made it. Clinton to Mockins. 3 days. What? Eastern terminus. Eastern terminus. Mockins. And oh my goodness, look at this. It's underwhelming. It's like an episode of The Walking Dead out here. It's nothing. It's overgrown. It looks like nobody comes here. It's sad and it's lonely. $27. Officially, I think Mockins is at 26.9. Man, there's been no maintenance done here for a while. People come out here and threw back a few beers, but otherwise, oh my goodness. Ooh-wee. Okay.
Well, there you go. Rather uneventful end to the footage there. But that was my ride on the Katy Trail. 3 days. Started on a Friday morning, ended on Sunday afternoon there. My wife could not find me, so I actually doubled back and she picked me up at one of those intersections back along the trail there, because apparently you can't get to that depot by car. I mean, if you can, I don't know how you do it. GPS couldn't find it. Anyway, she picked me up at a intersection, and that's why I said I would recommend you double back to Black Walnut and get picked up there if someone's going to pick you up like that. It looked pretty lonely there, but I did see 3 other people ride in while I was waiting. One other guy came in by himself and then left, and then 2 other fellas who said they also finished the Katy Trail, but they had started on Thursday, and somehow I never did see them. If I did, I missed them, but I never did come across them as far as I know. Okay, comment, subscribe below, hit like, all those things the famous YouTubers tell you to do, and check back for more exciting Katy Trail and other professional dad videos. Otherwise, I'm about to wrap this up and get this posted and go about my day.
Okay, I told you to stick around to the end of the video and I would show you the real reason to do the Katy Trail. Here's the real reason to complete the Katy Trail. If you can't put a decal on your truck, what's the point of doing any of this? BikeKatyTrail.com for those decals. And with that, the professional dad is out. Thank you for watching.